Hey guys, welcome. Today I have an exciting video for you, and that is how to freeze dry your tomatoes, how to freeze dry, how does the operation works. Let me show you really quick, come a little closer. And these strawberries are freeze drying right now. You see how they're drying? Now I want you to notice this ice that is on the rim on the outside of this. Now the way freeze dryer works is that this chamber on the outside, it freezes, and then this pump, there's a vacuum pump that basically sucks all the air out of the chamber. So, and as it's doing that, as it's basically pulling all that air, that moisture escapes the product and it freezes on the outside. So basically the first thing that it does is that it freezes. So this machine we started last year and it says freezing right now, and right now what it is freezing the product, and then the trays, where the trays are seating, it's gonna warm up. Basically it's gonna warm up to about 124 degrees, and as it thawing out, the vacuum will turn on and start sucking all the water out of the tomatoes, out of the strawberries, out of really everything, anything that you put in there, and it will stick to the sidewall. Now, one of the benefits, I have here a package of strawberries. That's an important step on preserving, storing the product. So once you pull it out of your freeze dryer, you have to make sure that as soon as you pull it out, put in a Mylar bags and put an oxygen absorber in there, so that way this package right here of strawberries can last up to 25 years and still good, because it has basically zero humidity in there. There's no moisture, nothing that will damage this. It is dry, very, very dry. Now, what's the difference between, for example, freeze dryer versus dehydrators? Dehydrators will shrink, will actually change color of the product, but these, the freeze dryer doesn't change the color nor the size, because basically it just takes the moisture out of it without baking it too much. Because another thing is, like, a dehydrator will have temperature at 150, 140 degrees, while this one only goes up to 127. So that's one of the greatest benefit, and health wise as well, this is healthier. It stores for a longer time. Of course, this is a little more expensive. These units right here are about $3,000. They are Harvest Right machines, and they don't cost a lot to operate, but for what you get, your storage that you get, you can store this for a long time, and that is the best way to store your food in general. Now, right here I have frozen tomatoes, and the reason we freeze them first is because it saves time on the machine. So right now, these strawberries, when we put them here, they were not frozen, so the machine has to freeze them first. Now, if I would freeze them first, then it will be a faster process. Now, the question that I get asked the most is, like, how long does it take? It depends on the water content of the product. So here we only do vegetables and fruits. And strawberries, for example, this one right here already has 30 hours, and it's in the final drying process. Watermelon and cantaloupe, which we freeze dry those as well, those last for about 50, 60 hours. So it takes a longer process because there's so much water. Now, freeze dry cantaloupe and watermelon, it's amazing. I mean, it tastes so good. And even this one as well, because it takes all the water out of the strawberries or the tomatoes, and it just tastes so much better. People are like, hey, what did you put in these things? And it's like, nothing. I mean, it's just plain strawberry, plain tomatoes, and we do peppers as well. So peppers are really good. They're very tasty, and you can just use them as a chip and dip them in the hummus. So I was just wanting to show you this room and the preserves. This is a big dehydrator that we have. And let me turn them on for you, that way you can see. But it has those chicken head red lights, and it warms up. It warms up to 130 degrees. So we just had in here a bunch of zucchini. We had a lot of zucchini dehydrating there. Herbs we dehydrate. Anything that it doesn't have a lot of moisture content, we'll put it in here. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. We will do our best to answer. And if you want to learn how to do more like this, have any questions, we can make another video. Hey, can you emphasize this more? And for now, subscribe, like this video, and thank you for watching. See you next time.